Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to Next Gen PGA Tour 2K21 live here on the channel. Now I have had quite a large amount of requests for me to take on Chambers Bay. This is a tour version by the Cleve. It is probably one of the most complex and difficult courses in the world of golf, so really looking forward to taking this challenge on. As always, we will be leaving everything at default. Fairways are firm, greens are firm, green speed is medium fast, time of day is dusk, and the weather is overcast. Let's check out the tee options. We will be playing from pin set number 1. We've got 5 tee options and we are going to be playing from the black tees, which are playing 7,482 yards. This course is located in University Place, Washington, only about an hour's drive away from Seattle. And if you do take one look at Chambers Bay, you might think you're looking at a course in Scotland or England that does sit on the edge of a body of water, and it has just one tree on the course allowing you to see for miles. So certainly a course that has a links feel about it. Just taking a few practice swings here, guys. This is going to be my first round or even swing in the club of the day. Probably not a good idea, but we do have high winds here. Not going to make life easy for me. Beautiful overhead shot of the course there. Really good opening tee shot to kick things off, and we are going to find the centre of the first fairway. Fairways and greens in regulation in this course are a must if you're going to shoot level par or under. But I think we can chase this driver up onto the front edge of the green here, depending on the kick. Do get a slight fast there. It's a huge kick left, which I anticipated. But we don't have the legs to run up to the dance floor on that occasion. We're 27 yards out. We're going to splash this with a gap wedge, just try and get this close. And hopefully we can get an up and down for birdie. Slight fast, but that should check up beautifully. He's ran on a little bit. Could be a missable putt from about 6 feet for birdie here. 5 feet. Green speeds are 163. This has got a bit of a turn from left to right to it. And hopefully we can convert this for our first birdie of the round. We do, so great start to the round, guys. I have seen that hole being a par 4 on occasions. But fortunately for me, it is a par 5, and we have secured our first birdie of the day. So hole number 2, this is a short par 4, but with this 13 mile per hour crosswind here, this is really going to make life difficult. I'm going to come down to the 3-wood here and hopefully just lay up short of this bunker on the left hand side. Lovely strike, not going to see a cleaner strike than that. Needs to nestle down, should kick over to the left hand side of this sloped fairway, which it does, but wow, look at that. Fairways are like concrete. We've actually ran into the light rough. We've got 101 yards to the flagstick. I think the sand wedge on a slight downhill slope should be absolutely ideal. Setting us way out left, and hopefully the wind does turn us back in towards the green. Slight slow, that actually may help me out here. Hopefully it sits down fairly quickly. Didn't get any check on that there at all due to coming out the rough, but we do have a 15-foot putt, slightly downhill. Not a lot of movement in this one. Just going about 2 cups right of the hole. I am struggling to get a feel for these green speeds. 163. Although some of you guys may think they're fast, that needs to turn. That needs to turn. It didn't turn enough, and that's a misread from me. Far better putt speed there though. We do miss an opportunity to go to 2 under. We'll take the par. Some of you guys may think that the green speeds 163 are fast. For some reason I don't. I still find them tediously slow. But this is such a tough par 3. 172 yards. I'm just going to come up short with this 5-iron. Try and find that bank. Oh, I've hit a slope. We're going to miss that slope. There is a slope here that would have kicked us left. I'm long anyway, way long. That wind didn't seem to hold the ball up at all, just took it right. It certainly looked as if it was in my face and hurting. And this is now a nasty downhill putt, 42 feet out. Wow, a lot of swing in this one. This is when you can start to give the course shots back. That was a really good putt attempt there, despite pulling our putt slightly to the left, and we've got a little tap in for par, which we do convert, and we are going to remain at 1 under. Now, I am going to turn this ball flight trail off. I've got no idea how that has miraculously enabled itself again, so I do apologise. Just going into the settings here. I'm sure it's under display and HUD. Let's see if we can turn this off. Where are we? Show ball trail. We need to turn that off. I do apologise, guys, if that did annoy you for the first few holes. It's a setting I've always got turned off, so I've got no idea how it's turned itself back on. Wind is with us here. We've got a 14-mile-per-hour wind, so we should get huge carry if we can find the fairway. It's a really good swing. And that is going to run on for days. Prime location up at the top hand left, or should I say the top left hand side of that fairway. The fairway does sculpt and slope down to the right, which does leave you a tricky shot. I'm going to have to go 7-iron, just try to bump this into the front of the green. Oh, it's a slight slope. That is tracking well, though. This could be all over it the way this is setting up. Didn't get the firm kick out that I expected.
You could go to 2
we did really cannon into the uphill slope there, defending this green. It's going to leave us a putt from 17 feet. That could have been so much worse with the slow outcome. That's on a good line. Has it got the legs? Oh my goodness, it just lips out.
All right, let's finish this hole out.
So unlucky not to pick up our second birdie there.
Scorecard says.
We are going to remain at level par. But guys, thank you all to everyone who continues to support the channel with likes, views and comments. I do really appreciate it. So we move on to hole number 5. Still 1 under par.
Ooh, that drive had some mustard on it.
Swinging really well today so far. I am really finding my swing timing very inconsistent this now. I've never calibrated my swing so often.
Mark.
I'm convinced it's this 60 hertz. Let's see if we can float this 4 hybrid up onto the dance floor. 13-mile-per-hour wind in our face. Slope at our feet's going to take us hard left here as well. 96% power, and that's going to come up short. Probably even with a 100% power, that was struggling to reach the dance floor.
Missed the green on that approach. All right, setting up now.
Let's see if we can splash this close and get the up and down for the par save. Go on, check up. That's a beautiful shot from the bunker. Great recovery shot, and that really is going to be a good up and down for par here. So we're through 5 holes, 1 under par.
All right,
the pleasing thing for me is I'm giving myself birdie opportunities. We've not really looked like giving the course a shot back here. But hole number 6, this really is a tough par 4, this one. Want to find the right hand side of this fairway to leave ourselves a good sight line into this really tough green. Once again, really good
like about 150 yards to go.
Landing zone off the tee box, which is going to be crucial for the duration of this round. I'm just going to deal off this 7-iron, a little bit of backspin. Just going to reset that. Wind should really turn us from right to left. It's up to 15-mile-per-hour wind. Great strike. Slightly pulled it left. Should get a firm bounce up this uphill slope. And that is pin high. Oh, wow, look at this. That is absolutely brutal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Probably about 12 to 10 feet away from the pin there when it looked like it was going to sit down. And then we come all the way back to 22 feet. Tough uphill putt here. Needs to turn. Needs to turn, and that is a fantastic putt. Best putt of the round so far. A deserved birdie. And somehow we are 2 under par.
To bring things down to 2 under after that one.
Going along very nicely just now. Despite these tough weather conditions. That's all I seem to play in now is high winds. I always leave the course settings to default and the weather settings to default. And it's just a lottery as to what you're going to get. setting us down the left-hand side of this fairway, and hopefully that wind does accelerate us.
This drive should be safe.
This is really going to kick hard over to the left-hand side. It's a really good tee shot.
Pins about,
and as I said a few holes ago,
5 yards.
You really must hit fairways and greens in this course to give yourself an opportunity of one, just getting pars, or two, birdies. Just going to play this 9-iron. That wind should really accelerate us up into this uphill slope. Is it going to get up there? Keep going, keep going. That's going to come up short. Really didn't get the yardage I expected there.
Sinking this will take you to.
So this is now a huge putt, 57 feet, up 2 feet. Look at the turn in this. Not try to hole this if it goes anywhere near the hole. That is luck. Just a pure lag putt here. That needs to slow down. It's a really good lag putt. If it holds, it does hold. And it's going to give us a look at par from 7 feet out.
For your par.
Certainly a missable putt.
Looking good.
But we do drain that. And we do remain at 2 under par.
2 under.
Hole number 8 is a par 5.
Okay, 8th hole.
So let's see if we can go under par on this hole. This is a monster par 5. That 16-mile-per-hour wind's really going to move us from right to left. Slight slow, but that shouldn't affect us at all.
This drive's looking okay.
Should kick right, actually. It does. But like I said at the start of the video, you would be forgiven if you thought you were in Scotland, even England or Ireland here on a links course. But due to its one tree, I don't think it can be classed as a links course. Links course have no trees. And the elevation gains and drops in this course are quite uncharacteristic for a normal links course. That is a fantastic strike. We are on the dance floor in 2. And that is going to leave us a good eagle opportunity.
Left for your eagle.
But this did host the US Open in 2015, and it really was the star of the show. This is a tricky putt for eagle. Oh, look at that putt line, guys. That is still going to miss on the low side, even despite me really pulling that hard left. But we do have a tap-in birdie.
Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store for us.
Do pick up
and after that hole,
another birdie. And we are going along nicely here at 3 under par.
Headwind blowing in our face on this one.
Ooh, this really is a tough par 3. I think we can try and use the contours of the green to our advantage here. I'm really in between yardage here. I think 4 hybrid should comfortably carry the bunker. We're away to find out. Oh, it's a slow. I don't think that's got the legs now with the 98% power. No, it was never making, despite getting 101% there.
That's all right, though.
I really expected that to
get out of this bunker and on our way.
To carry that bunker with a downhill elevation. This is now a nasty up and down here just for par. Try to splash us out the severe steep bunker right at the green side. Do get a huge slope. Yardage was bang on though.
Okay, we're out of that.
We are going to have a look at
no
par
worries.
from 5 feet out. Just a little bit of break in this one. Just going to play it firm. Try and take a bit of the break out. Right into the heart of the cup. It's another good up and down which does save par, and we are 3 under through the front 9 here.
Keep you at 3 under.
One of the most toughest golf courses on the planet. And high
10.
wind conditions. It really is going well so far. 15-mile-per-hour face wind here. Be lucky if this carries 260 yards.
That was tattooed.
Beautiful strike, 101% power. It's actually carried a lot further than I expected.
And this is somewhere around
some of these tee
155
boxes
yards
are
out.
elevated. This ball should sit down on a 6-pin here. Full off, full backspin. 5 iron into this wind. Let me reset that. Don't think I need the full loft. Just try to sit this down as close to the flagstick as possible. I couldn't hit it any better. That has got to be money.
The green.
That has got to be money. It should sit. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. What a fantastic golf shot, guys. If you haven't already done so, please leave a like.
Here we go.
And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for more golf shots like that.
Birdie so far.
Well deserved birdie.
You're bringing things down.
Great start to the back nine. We are 4 under par.
Cross breeze on this hole.
Long par 4 here. Crosswind's really going to move us from left to right.
Really nice swing.
That is an absolute laser beam. Sadly, just 96% power, but it's going to give us extra yardage with the carry you're getting on these concrete-like fairways.
About 200 yards or so to the pin from here.
So 199 yards, up 11 feet. Wow. Certainly want to be the right-hand side of this green if I'm going to miss it. Anything left of that pin, and you're going to have a nasty uphill putt. I think that was in my mind. And I've been rather cautious with that, but this should kick left. Watch this. Members bounce. Still going to work out very, very well for us. Certainly didn't play for that shot, but it was the miss if you weren't going to get close to the pin. Tricky putt from 7 feet though.
So far so good.
Needs to turn. It does turn. We are now starting to find a few birdies that reflecting how we are playing. 5 under. Short par 4 here, but this is a horrible uphill green. I'm just going to go for a huge draw shot here against the wind. Try and take a bit of yardage off it. Oh, it's a great strike. Oh, this could be really, really good. Oh, what a horrible kick. Would you believe it? But we're still on the dance floor. I thought that was going to be a lot better than what it was. 50 feet putt. 2 feet uphill. Braking hard both ways. Certainly going to be turning more from left to right than anything. It's just the weight that's important here. What is going on with my putt line? That could be very costly.
Too much pace on that one.
Still missable from 5 feet. This would be 3 consecutive birdies on the trot.
This putt's tracking.
And we do manage to pick up the birdie. Our 3rd consecutive birdie. We are now 6 under par. This is really turning into a good round, especially in these high winds on the tour version of Chambers Bay. There is a non-tour version, guys. I just think the environment's a little bit softer and more forgiving. This tour version really is set up for tournament play, like the US Open it was hosted here. 9 iron should be bang on with that wind. Slope at our feet that is going to move us. This wind should level us out and give us the required carry to get there. This should be really good.
Hopefully this one will bounce to the right.
This should be really good. Should bounce firm. Is it going to check? That is another fantastic golf shot. And we are really playing well this back nine.
Johnny Likey. This putt's about 5 feet.
Be disappointed to miss this 5-footer.
Looking good.
Good putt line.
You're cooking.
Good read.
Seventh
and with that we find ourselves 5 under.
Let's see what happens here. We,
as we are on the 14th hole. This is one of the tougher holes on the course. That huge bunker is a magnet for your ball. Wind's going to help me out here. I'm just aiming down the right hand side. Slight fast, but that wind won't let me get anywhere near that bunker. That is going to kick left. We're really going to have an awkward lie at our feet here.
We are well above the green from here.
Just a common theme for the course. But sometimes it's really hard to distinguish, not on the game, but in real life, if you're actually on fairway or grass. They're so alike. There's a huge slope.
This one's heading a
that is going to come up short right. May kick over to the left hand side. Nope, kick backwards. And that is going to be a nasty pitch.
Just a little off on that approach.
From 39 yards out.
What our third shot's looking like.
This is horrible. I think if we can just find that slope and apply a lot of backspin, we could get away with a par here. Could be our first bogey of the round. It's going to miss it left, but it should start to turn towards the pin. No check. And this looks like our first bogey
drop this on in and
off the round here, unless we can convert this 16-foot putt. Big putt coming up. Really didn't want to give away a bogey today. That's a great putt line. And I tell you something, it's a great read right into the heart of the cup with confidence. And we do remain at 7 under par with 4 holes to play here at Chambers Bay.
3 here. Hope you can get it close.
Hole 15 once again. Downward par 3 into the wind. 166 yards, 10 mile per hour wind. I think we can go 6 iron. Full backspin here. Hopefully that wind moves us and we do get the perfect. Oh, it's a slight slope. It's going to come up a little bit short right now.
Can we get a kick left?
Not a bad miss though. Pin high.
Okay, you're on the dance
probably
floor.
about 22 feet, 25 feet from the pin.
Birdie.
Breaking both ways. Just going to favour the left edge of this cup. Make sure we give it a chance. It's good weight. Needs to turn back. Needs to turn back. It does turn back, and what a putt that is. We really are having a fantastic back 9 here.
One more look, I think. Let's cue
John wants us to see the replay. I am pressing X. Sometimes it's slow to register.
Currently.
But 8 under par, guys, I'll be honest. First round of the day. Didn't even hit the practice range. Maybe that's the way forward. Wind is dying down to single digits here. Oh, early there's a slope.
Looks like a fairway off the tee here.
Fortunately, we've got enough fairway to work with, and that wind helped us out there. And that is going to leave us nothing more than a wedge.
Alrighty, second shot on the
into
16th.
the 16th green. I think that's the... I think I could be wrong. That could well be the single tree that's over there. There are actually more trees than one over there, but there is one tree. I do recall Bubba Watson showing you the single tree on a tweet.
Oh, come on, sit for
Needs
it,
to get
Paul.
down. Needs to get down. Backspin. Backspin. No backspin at all. But it's another good approach shot.
A 9-foot
I actually think we've hit every fairway in regulation so far. I could be wrong. Got a 9 feet putt. This would get us to 9 under par.
Going towards that hole.
Oh, how have I missed that? I really cannot believe it turned as hard right as that.
Good job
That
tapping
last
her
foot.
into par.
And that'll keep you
Disappointed
at
not to
8
get
under
birdie
for this
there.
round.
Here we go.
Take it on
Hole
the
number
chin.
17,
We
ready to
move
go.
on to the 17th hole. Final par 3 of the course. 189 yards, down 27 feet. 5 iron. Well, that wind is absolutely made for this if we can get the perfect. Tell you what, couldn't hit it any better.
Could use a bit
This
of
is
a
going to
kick
kick
the
right off this slope if it's got the legs. Go on. This could be really good. Hold. No. Really came off that slope at speed. And that is
Well,
just
you
so
can't hit 'em all.
unfortunate. But that really is Chambers
Here's our
Bay.
Second shot on the 17th.
In these slick tournament conditions, hitting anything at speed is just going to gain momentum. Let's see if we can splash this one in. Oh, not with a red slow. It's going to come up short right. I tell you what, don't spin.
And could be your
Missable
par
putt here for par. Need to play this at pace, slightly uphill. We
Looking
have played
pretty
it at
good.
pace, right into the
Okay,
centre of
moving
the
on.
cup. We do move on to the final hole, which is a par 5, and one of the most difficult par 5s you will see
And
in
heads
tournament
up
golf.
This hole, we got a tailwind
Look at this for a
blowing
final hole,
with
guys.
The ball.
Outstanding. The Cleve, I'm sure it's a Cleve's version of Chambers Bay. I've got no information about it. Certainly feels like one of his courses. Fantastic drive.
looks like we're
That
going
is
to the
going to leave us
fairway.
a reachable par 5 and 2 due to this wind conditions. If that wind was against me,
Second
or
shot
even a
on the
low wind,
18th.
this normally is, with me, this normally is a 3-shot par 5. Even for the long hitters, but I think we can just about kick up from the firm fairways here. Try and set up a look at eagle. This really is a fantastic version of the course, guys. Get out there and play it if you already haven't done so. Slight slow. Oh, this is going to be long. With these conditions, that is going to be way long. Actually, I don't know. Wow. I really expected that to be a lot longer than what it was. It actually gave us a 10-foot putt for eagle. How I would love to drain this and get to 10 under par. Oh, it didn't. Look at my putt line. I was going to say, surely I've not misread the putt by that much. But our putt line once again coming back to haunt me. But we will take the birdie. And that is a 9 under 62 at Chambers Bay Tour in high wind conditions, guys. I really enjoyed my time out here in this course. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who recommended me to play this course. This one was for you. I will leave you with my round stats. But until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.